I truly struggled to decide what words to share with you today. I could easily speak theology or ethics, but I did not feel moved to do so. It didn't seem appropriate. So, what I want to say is from my heart to your heart, heart to heart. My words are not in the nature of advice. I don't know how to describe them. I guess it's a lament, it's a cry, it's a meditation for what we have become as a species and what we do. And sometimes I know transformation begins with sorrow. We have to grieve what we do before we have any hope of change. This summer, our twin granddaughters, who are now 6 years old, visited and stayed with us for 3 weeks. I taught them much. I taught them to ride and balance on their bikes. And every waking moment was filled with unending, joyful play. They have now returned to their homes in San Francisco, but the sound of their laughter still reverberates in our home and in our hearts, in every culture
Yeah.
and in every language. The laughter of children warms and fills our hearts with joy. And as I looked at my granddaughters riding their bikes carefree and without fear on the safe and quiet street in front of my home, I tried, but I could not imagine their laughter silenced or transformed into screams, crouching in fear as bombs fell on their homes. I could not imagine them as I've seen clutching dust-covered dolls, covering their ears to silence the horrible noise of war, and falling asleep exhausted from hunger and thirst. As much as I tried, I could not see them there. I could not imagine their childhood forcibly snatched from them by heartless adults. But I knew then and I know now that this is the reality for children across our world. Their homes are broken. As we have heard, their schools reduced to rubble. Their nights are filled with terror. The pain of hunger never goes away. They carry memories of things seen and heard that no child should ever carry. And yet at heart, they are no different from the granddaughters who came to play at my home and whom we tucked into bed every night and who we unceasingly hugged. How can we convince those who love their children and who direct weapons of war on other children that all children are our children? The children of our one world. How do we open their closed hearts? There is also something that we must not be afraid to name. It is not only bombs and bullets that harm children. It is our moral brokenness that allows such weapons to be built, sold, nation to nation, and used against children. And so I ask myself, as I ask all of you today, what have we become as a species of being? Who are we that we destroy without hesitation the most innocent and vulnerable defenseless among us. That the tears, the screams, the terror, and the hunger of children do not reach our hearts. Who taught us to see our one world with such walls of division that the most horrific suffering of children in one part does not reach or touch our hearts? How did we so dehumanize our children that their suffering does not matter to us? Why do the tears of children not wash away the boundaries of nation, religion, culture, and indifference? How have we learned to accept the suffering of children as the price of our conflicts? And from those of us who come from religious places of meaning, how do we take and utter the name of God, go to our places of worship, and be stone-hearted about the slaughter of children? Which God do we praise? Which God do we worship? If the precious lives of children do not stop wars, what will? So we should weep, we should cry, we should scream, not only for the children whose lives are shattered, but also for ourselves. That we have allowed our conscience, our hearts to grow so dull that we can turn away when the life of a child is shattered. So let us weep together, not only for the children whose lives are at this moment being destroyed, but also for our species, for our closed hearts that allow us to unleash bullets and bombs that shatter the bodies of children. I know that to end violence against children, we need more than policies. And I guess this is what my cry is. We need awakened hearts. Hearts that will not allow war to steal a child's laughter. Hearts that understand the sacredness of every child and their right to joy and to play. Hearts that are open to seeing every child as our child. And hearts that feel for every child as we feel for our own. I am truly grateful for each one of you here today, and for your hearts, the hearts of love that I know you bring to this campaign. It is in you I see the light of hope. And so how do we together, dear sisters and brothers, awaken the hearts of those who have the power to stop the bullets, to stop the bombs, to let the food trucks come in? How do we awaken those hearts? Thank you very much.